Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the winners so far in free agency. It's been a lot of moves, a lot of winners, a lot of losers. We're going to bring you the top 3 winners from the first days of free agency. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Looking at number 3, it's going to be interesting because they had a lot of slew of moves before free agency started. But they're compounding them with trades, and they're compounding them with signings, and they're compounding it with everything that's supposed to happen, and that's the Washington Commanders. Jayden Daniels and this crew have not only got Laremy Tunsil, they've got Deebo Samuel, they've literally got a lot of different players. They've got Zach Ertz back in the fold, they got Terry McLaurin. They've got a lot of different people that they can actually build with and grow with, and this team here is rebuilding in the right way. Rebuilding that offensive line, also addressing the wide receiver needs for the explosiveness outside. And also now they're getting more interior people. They're getting the linebackers. They're getting the corners. They're getting all these different people. So you're starting to see them build a team how you're supposed to. They're spending their money in free agency wisely. And you're seeing Jayden Daniels is going to be the benefactor of a lot of these moves. And you think that, okay, when they're improving the offensive line, that's going to be less sacks this season. That's going to be less times that Jayden Daniels has to run for his life, and he can actually sit in the pocket and throw darts down the field. The offensive coordinator, I know they're happy. I know that what they're seeing is going to be good. That's why they're at number 3. Coming in at number 2, it's the Chicago Bears. General Manager Ryan Poles, who not only is making the best moves possible, you're looking at him addressing the offensive line. That's going to be big for Caleb Williams because you can no longer make excuses. The offensive line is one of the biggest things. They signed Grady Jackson. If you're living in Atlanta and you know who Grady Jackson is, he's a great person in the community, even better football player, even better human being. And he's a cornerstone guy, a guy that's in the locker room at defensive tackle that can create the rift in the middle of the offensive line whenever he wants to. A guy that's powerful, a guy that embodies, you want that guy to be an actual bad dude. He's that guy. So they're getting so much of this stuff, and you're seeing the way that they're building their team, their interior and exterior. So you're looking at the defensive line, offensive line being addressed at the same time. They're making good moves. They're doing it with good money, and they're not having a lot of cap that they have to sit off on or they have to actually lay off on because they're making bad deals. They're actually putting people in place that's going to protect Caleb Williams or that's going to get after the quarterback. That's what you want to see in the free agency. And from the standpoint of everything, they're flipped certain picks, and now they're getting things back. Making trades to get key offensive linemen, that's what they're doing. And number 1, this is essentially the winner of the free agency sweepstakes. Essentially, whoever is the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. When you look at DK Metcalf and how he plays the game of football, very fast, very physical. He has to work on his route running a little bit, but you add him with George Pickens, and you have a 1-2 combination that's going to be dangerous. They're both 1A, 1B kind of receivers to where you can have somebody else on the team, but who are you going to double team? George Pickens is raw with talent, so is DK. Both these guys are in shape. Both these guys are doing what they need to, and both these guys are rocking out. So with that being said, you're looking at a team with the Pittsburgh Steelers where if they sign Russell Wilson, great. If they choose to go in the draft and get a quarterback, great. They have a lot of potential on the offensive side, and they have yet to finish. Having those guys, you're getting DK for a second-round pick. You weren't going to get a wide receiver that could play in a starting role in the second round because of the year that you had in your record. So you're looking at the Steelers being one of the teams that's ahead of the forefront. Arthur Smith, I know that he's going to do his offensive thing, and they're going to run the ball a lot. They're going to be very physical. DK likes to block. So if anything, Pickens is going to get that rubbed off on him, and he likes to block too now. So essentially, you're going to have guys learning, guys playing at a higher clip, and guys challenging cornerbacks. You're going to see a more physical brand of football out of Pittsburgh because of DK. So those are my winners. If you have different winners, put them in the comment section. What are your 3 winners of the offseason so far? I've enjoyed a lot of the moves. I've enjoyed a lot of the offseason scamper. But now it's time to put the money where your mouth is. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus, and we'll see you on the very next video.